fucking comfortable flight. That child has been crying for 40 minutes. Lower that, and you can't put your fucking finger about things like that. Calm the child down, please.
If you're unaware what's happening, the plane is about to depart, but it's been delayed, and there's a child crying on the plane, and this man's upset, so he's been yelling about the child crying.
I had headphones on, I was sleeping. Why is the baby yelling? I'm not screaming. You want me to scream? You want me to scream? I'll fucking scream. Please smack the baby.
Did he say please smack the baby?
Please smack the baby. Please.
No.
He said that.
No,
he said smack the baby.
No, he said please smack the baby.
Hi, we're here with Delta. Is that your child? Hey, that would be wild for somebody to smack somebody else's baby. Just curious, what do you think is going to happen when you smack the baby?
No.
Do you think the baby's going to be like, oh, my bad?
Like usually.
What?
I feel like
I'll stop Google Gagaing. Like, what do you think don't happen?
I feel like whenever it's the reverse when you're older. No, what the fuck is about?
Yeah.
When you're old.
Yeah. What you gonna do then? What you gonna?
I feel
that shit real, bro.
I feel like that's the opposite when you're old. But when you're a kid, if I smack you, you're just gonna. I've seen a woman smack a police officer, and the police officer smacked her back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, you smacked.
That child was a black baby. What the fuck would be happening right now? I know you're not going there. You're not going there. I'm fucking going there.
What the fuck does that have to do?
They said if that child was a black baby, that wouldn't be fun. What you think? They
Because we whoop. Because we whoop again.
Yeah, maybe I'm unaware. Airline attendants, flight attendants, are y'all out here smacking black babies? I'm unaware of.
Shit.
Did you not see what they did to that old Asian man when they dragged him through the aisle all bloody?
They beat the fuck out of him.
Hey, listen, whatever policies they got, I can assure you they're not racially segregated.
You can't do what the fuck you feel like. Fuck. I was asleep the whole time. You haven't served me anything. Not anything.
Try to keep my calm, but if I wasn't on this plane, I would.
Because there's a child crying on the flight, non-fucking stop.
And all this time, you're making more noise than the baby.
True.
You're making more noise than the baby. You're complaining about the baby crying. You crying like a baby.
Hey, let's find out.
Stupid.
That's what's
Who's
happening.
worse, a baby or a grown-ass man acting like this?
Can you lower that voice?
That could be passionate.
No, that's not. No. Let's be rational. Hold on. You want to be rational? No. Don't tell me what the fuck I need to do. Let's be rational. We are in a fucking tin can with a baby in a goddamn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being fucking okay?
Okay, because you're yelling.
So is the baby.
Okay, so you're a man.
Did that motherfucker pay extra to yell?
Oh my days. Throw this motherfucker out.
He said, you're yelling, so is the baby. And the flight attendant astutely states, but you're a man.
Yeah, but that's the smartest thing I've heard out of his whole thing. The baby's, you're crying too. Yeah, but you're a grown ass man, bruh.
Yeah.
You're a grown ass man, and guess what baby do?
They cry.
They cry.
Yo, listen, they gonna cry.
They gonna cry.
You may not always get to know when, but they will do it.
And you don't
it ain't always about parenting. Babies cry. Ain't nobody who ever had a baby who never cried. Some of them may be more well behaved, some of them not as, but they're babies.
I expect, if I go on a plane, I expect all the babies to cry. Because you have to understand now, like, how loud it is. They don't know where the fuck they is, and it's super loud. And now they're crying because you're like yelling.
Yeah, because the energy. Kids are hypersensitive to everything happening around them. They can feel the atmosphere. They can feel their parents being stressed out because you're yelling at them. They can feel their parents being embarrassed because you're yelling about the child. And so the baby's absorbing that. So you're making things exponentially worse. I've seen babies cry on planes, and then within 10, 20 minutes, they stop because the parent's able to assuage them, right? Everyone around them is very supportive or being kind. But if you ratchet up the stress, the baby gonna yell more. You out here talking about, did the baby pay extra to yell? Just because a baby shits in its diaper doesn't mean you get to as well as a grown man. It's a fucking baby, stupid.
Imagine.
The baby shat himself, so I...
You like the plane? Yeah.
Like... Don't get me wrong. I understand the frustration. One time, like, on a short flight, shut the fuck up. I took a long flight to Brazil one time, a full 10-hour direct flight, and baby was crying the whole time. That shit was unpleasant. I understand the frustration. But guess what? This is part of living in a society. If we want young kids to be able to grow up, we're going to have to be around them at some point. And unfortunately, sometimes you land on the bad airplane where the kid's crying the whole time. It is what it is. And I also understand the frustration of seeing a kid crying and the parent just give up. And the parent just put in their headphones and ignore the kid. Like, no, bitch, that's your child. You got to do what you can to comfort it. Don't abstain your fucking thing because you on a plane now. Nah, don't put that on everybody else. You can also do your part to try to calm it down. And most parents do. But you crying here like, grown, like, this is embarrassing. Even your wife is beside you and she's embarrassed. And now you're mad about this baby making the plane ride terrible. Guess what? There ain't gonna be no plane ride. Y'all gonna sit in this fucking parked bay waiting to leave. You're not gonna leave because they're not gonna let you go in the air when you're that belligerent. You're stressing everybody else out, and now you're gonna be on YouTube for the whole world to see to be even more embarrassed. So you fucking played yourself.
You know what I would suggest you, because I take long plane rides and stuff like that, and there are babies in there. What I would suggest you to do is click on the link below and get earbuds. They have isolation, so you don't really hear everything that's around you.
You already put out the...
It doesn't matter. You're gonna have...
You're not doing no free ads, nigga.
Oh, well.
I mean, I liked them. But I don't like them.
But you know the thing is...
You better pay me, nigga.
But the thing is...
You want free advertisement? Not today.
Get yourself some earbuds.
Yeah, there you go. I'm about to mute the whole fucking... Now we not doing no free advertising.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Do that shit.
Don't worry, I get us paid. You know how I get us paid? We ain't doing it for free.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
I like the products though. It's good products.
No! Fuck you and shut up! No. You can start to me now. I don't give a fuck. You were sitting there watching that motherfucking baby cry for 45 something minutes. That shit didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
Fuck, lower that baby's voice.
He's an absolute
Okay.
He's a grown-ass man.
It's all good. We'll have. I'm sorry, y'all.
Fuck, that's me.
I'm sorry.
I'm tripping. Fuck that.
Look at the guy filming this. He going, yeah, we about to be on TV.
At this point, we don't know who's the baby.
No.
We really don't know who the baby is.
They put cuffs on that kid. I'm good with going to jail.
Nobody put no cuffs on the child.
Fuck, the kid is the same. The kid made... Yes, you are motherfucking right because nobody was going to do
Talk
something.
to somebody in court.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll
Okay,
talk
the
to
baby won't be talking to you. You have somebody be talking to you.
Good. Good. No good, no fucking problem. I know.
Guy looks like a broke Dame Dash. Yeah, it's what happens when you're not your own boss. You end up in the economy yelling about a baby on a plane.
An attorney just like you, motherfucker. I got rights.
So now we're all getting deplaned.
They're gonna get the plane so that everybody gets out, and he gets out, and everybody's gonna board the plane, and they're gonna stop his ass.
Yo, listen.
I hope that's what it is.
Make sure I share this video so this guy's face is everywhere. They looking embarrassed now. Okay, let's find out.
This motherfucking flight with a kid crying for 45 minutes. It wasn't every 45 minutes. Bullshit.
No, nothing. You're not even worth it. Anybody's time.
He tried to plead his case that he had a right to yell because there was two adults with a crying baby, and he shouldn't have been disturbed. Well, that's probably not how his wife imagined their Florida getaway going.
Yeah.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Good. The only sad thing is that everybody else had to get off the plane and this didn't happen quicker.
No, but
it fucked up everyone else's plans.
But the reason is they don't want to force them out, right? They're gonna get everybody off the plane,
Nah. They should have gave him that Delta treatment.
I know, but that was past then, and they know damn well they can't do that with all the phones and shit.
I mean,
this
one instance, hey, listen, if that Asian man would have done half the shit this nigga did, they would have definitely been like, hey, get Kung Fu Panda out of here. Yay! Yay! Get him out of here.
I can understand that, but he was already all over the place, and they don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I mean? Like the aisle super. So him trying to struggle with a motherfucker, it would have been stupid, right?
Yo, listen.
So they probably learned from their mistakes. But yeah, you deplane everybody, and then after that you chuck them out.
They should have done Long Beach Griffey's dad the same way they did the Asian guy. They should have done them the same way.
Long Beach.
They should have done them the same way. They should have done them the same way.
Nah, that's stupid.
He gotta go.
That's stupid, but he has to go. But that's the way that they should have acted, and that's the way that they acted. You get the fuck out. And the worst thing is that if you act like that in the plane, now you are on a list. You risk being on a no-fly list.
Good.
You understand what I'm saying?
Good.
Which, good.
You were belligerent to everybody?
Yeah, you risk being on a no-flight list.
Flying is not a right. It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. So
and
now
you can get that privilege taken away from you.
Like that. Yep. If it's a kid, we understand it's a kid.
Because you fuck up my Florida plans because you couldn't shut the fuck up. I get it. I already said what I know about me. It's not that deep. And if you make it that deep, then maybe you should buy yourself a private jet, or maybe you should start flying some first class or something. Get yourself some headphones, like he said. There's no reason for you to be yelling like that. For flight attendants, it's stressful for them too. You be making their job harder for no reason. Get them out of here. Bro.
And the worst thing is that most flight attendants during the boarding, they're not paid. So you yelling like that when the door is not closed, they're not getting paid to deal with your ass, your stupid ass.
Yep.
So you're making everybody miserable. The kid was being miserable, but now everybody's miserable. Everybody has to be deplaned. The flight attendant that were there on time didn't get paid.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, let me tell you something about flight attendants. In most companies, they only get paid 15 minutes of the boarding. And after that, it's free labor. So you yelling like a stupid ass motherfucker. You there, you're ruining all their paycheck. You're ruining everybody's time, and you don't even get to fly. How stupid are you? And I'm pretty sure that the way you act, you still think you was right. Man, get yourself a no flights list. I don't care. Good. I don't care. You shouldn't be on the plane anyways.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments. We want to hear from you.
Fuck out of here.